Okay, this is Hume 115, Elements of Reasoning, page 82, number 1. The only way to deal with these problems is to work them slowly and consider exactly how the sentence should be labeled. You really should work in 3 parts. First, read the paragraph carefully. Next, with pencil in hand, read the sentences again, circling the connectives and applying the letters to the parts of the sentence. If you feel that the letters are right, number them and put them in sentential form, numbering each of the sentences as you work. Finally, you need to look at the problem and consider how to get from the premises to the conclusion using all of your sentences. It should look like something like this. Okay, so to get started, I say the AIDS panel will be perceived as balanced only if it includes leaders of the gay community. Well, here I know already that only if is one of those biconditionals. And the biconditional, remember, goes like this. But it means that either way that I have the sentence, it doesn't matter. I can still write it as such. Just like, oops. I can write it simply like this, and it doesn't matter where my letters go. But notice here that I have balanced, and here I have leaders. I'm going to make sure that I put B here and L here, because remember, my letters that I'm working with are B, L, P, and I. Okay? Next one, it will include leaders of the gay community only if, I'll pretend that's an if. Again, I mark it. Leaders, L. If pressure, and my pressure becomes P. Okay? Thus, the panel will be perceived as balanced only if, again, B and P, pressure is brought to bear, because no one will be able to bring about pressure on politicians. And the reason I broke it up into 2 is that I can just kind of cross this out, because there's really 2 sentences there. And each one, it's not an or, it's not an and, it's not an if then. So they're separate then. No one, and I know no leads me to no. And I have no pressure. Okay. And up, I have not again, and balanced. Okay, and don't get confused. Remember, circle if you need to. Circle if you need to. If you don't worry about it. But for those of you that you're having difficult time, I would suspect that it's because you're having trouble with the labeling. Clearly, the AIDS panic will continue to increase if this panel is not perceived as balanced. Now, we have something different here. Remember that if is supposed to go over here, and then is supposed to go over here. These were different. Up here, we had only if, and that could go both ways, so it didn't matter which side the letters were on. Here, it absolutely matters. My if goes over here, my then goes over here. So I'm going to put balanced, which is B, and I'm going to move it over here and put B, and it has to be that way. Okay, oops, and I have not. So I'm going to put not, and I have increase, so I'm going to put increase here. So notice, not B, if not B, then I. Notice that's what it's saying here. If not B, then I. Okay? Last one is I. Okay? Tough work. So really, it's going to look like this, and we'll number them out. And now our work is easy, because we have everything. If B, then L. If L, then P. If B, then P. And all of a sudden, the lights go off and you go, I know what that is. Not P, not B. Oops. Move that down for you. So that you can see where that goes. And I apologize. This thing is hard to get in the right area. Number 6 is not B, then I, and the last one is I. And this one is easier because you only really have to work with everything given to you, okay? In future ones, you're going to have to do exploitation, but remember, all of that stuff is on page 81. Okay, so here in these three, I noticed something. Oh, wow, look at my L's drop out, and then I get if B then P, and I know from 1, and here at 3, I go from 1 and 2, I have a hypothetical syllogism, and you're so smart that you already knew that, so I don't have to worry about that. The next thing that I see, I have if B, then P, if not P, not B. Ooh, I get that. I look at this, I notice I have these two, and I notice not P. Ooh, that, and then I get a not B. Oh, that's from 3 and 4 by modus tollens. And then finally I have not B, then I, and I get I. Well, gosh, those two look like they're the same to me, so I would say I get I from, if I can get I for you, from 5 and 6 modus ponens. Easy schmeezy. Okay. Enjoy, have fun, good luck, all that good stuff.